We all have special moments in our lives, touchstones in our childhoods that shape our imaginations and dreams. For me, it was Christmas of 1996. Cartoon Network was in its infancy. The Nintendo 64 was about to dazzle the world with 3D gaming. And little did I know as a youngling, I was about to take my first steps into a larger world, when I was introduced to a galaxy far, far away. The original Star Wars Trilogy was airing on USA Television as a special 3-night event, and the daring exploits of Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, and their fight against the Empire not only captured me as a small boy, it expanded my imagination and changed the way I looked at movies and storytelling forever. The world of Star Wars was so fully realized, from the myriad of exotic creatures and alien races, to the sound design by Ben Burtt and the groundbreaking visual effects by ILM. John Williams' iconic film scores for all 6 of George Lucas's films made Star Wars unlike anything that had come before or since, and has continued to thrill and inspire audiences the world over to this very day. Last night, I was fortunate enough to see Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, at a local theater, and it was the first time I'd seen this film on the big screen in 25 years since its initial release on May 19, 1999, 16 years after Return of the Jedi had brought George Lucas's original Star Wars saga to its dramatic conclusion in 1983. From the moment the 20th Century Fox logo came up on screen, I couldn't help but smile as memories came flooding back to the first time I saw this film as a boy. Back then, I didn't know as much about how films were made, and movies could still wow audiences with things they had never seen before. CGI wasn't a bad word in film circles at this time, and we were thrilled by the pod race, the space battle, and the army of battle droids as they attacked the peaceful world of Naboo. Some might say it was a simpler time, but I miss those days, when there was still a sense of wonder, of movie magic. But seeing this film on the big screen after all these years made me feel that way again. So much of my childhood was spent either playing Star Wars action figures with my brothers, creating our own adventures and stories, or playing the various video games from LucasArts. There was hardly a time when I wasn't inspired in some way by Star Wars growing up. Because if we weren't playing Star Wars, we were probably watching it as a family while we ate pizza. And I think that's another reason this particular franchise is so special to me personally. Not only did it inspire me to learn computer animation, VFX editing, and filmmaking in general, it gave me warm memories with my family, sharing in something we all loved together. And that is very important to me. Looking back, I remember the sense of excitement and anticipation for the next film when the prequels were being released. It was a great time for movies in general, with Lord of the Rings, Sam Raimi's Spider-Man, and many other great films coming out around that time. But still, there was something special about the Star Wars prequels that excited me the most. For me, nothing quite beats a sprawling space adventure. Probably because right when I was introduced to Star Wars, I was also introduced to Star Trek The Next Generation and Star Fox 64. So everything I loved in movies, video games, and television was some kind of sci-fi adventure. Star Wars will always be my favorite, however, because no other films inspired me as much as these. They shaped the way I think about every aspect of filmmaking, and nearly all of my creative sensibilities can be traced back to seeing Star Wars for the first time as a small boy at Christmas time in 1996. So to all my fellow Star Wars fans across the galaxy, the Empire wishes you a happy Star Wars Day. This has been Vader Reviews. If you're new here, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And may the 4th be with you.